Good morning guys. Today we are going to see exercise 3.4, problem number 24. Find the values of tan alpha plus beta and given cot alpha 1 by 2 which is belongs to alpha belongs to 5 2 3 by 2 and secant beta minus 5 by 3 which is beta belongs to second quadrant. So these are the things given. They are asking to find out tan alpha plus beta. So tan alpha plus beta, we know the formula already. We have given formula. Also we have used many times in this exercise. Tan alpha plus beta formula is tan alpha plus tan beta by 1 minus tan alpha tan beta. See here, if you want to find out the tan alpha plus beta, we need value for tan alpha and tan beta, but here is given cot alpha and secant beta. So using these two given informations, I am going to find out tan alpha and tan beta. So tan alpha can be get from the cot alpha, tan beta will be getting from the secant beta. How can we get the values? Cot alpha is given, that is 1 by 2. I need the tan alpha. Just directly we can find out tan alpha because cot is reciprocal of tan. So what is the reciprocal of this value is 2. Here also it's a positive because it belongs to third quadrant tan positive. So we got tan alpha value. Next we have to find out tan beta value. So using secant beta is given, it is minus 5 by 3. Using Pythagoras theorem, I am going to find out tan beta value. So I am going to use right angle triangle diagram. So here secant beta value 5 by 3. So secant, we know that hypotenuse by adjacent value. So hypotenuse 5. Adjacent is 3, so we can write 5 and 3 this sides. If you find out other side, how can we find out? We want to find out using Pythagoras theorem. What is the Pythagoras theorem? Root of pi square minus 3 square. This is 25 minus 9 root 16. So value is 4. So this side value is 4. Now we can write tan beta value opposite by adjacent. It is 4 by 3 which is belongs to second quadrant, beta second quadrant tan value negative, so we have to write minus 4 by 3. Now we got the value of tan alpha and tan beta. Here we can apply it in the formula, we will get the answer. So tan alpha is 2 plus tan beta is minus 4 by 3 whole divided by 1 minus 2 into minus 4 by 3. So just cross multiply 6 minus 4 by 3 whole divided by, here cross multiply once again for the LCM, 3 minus into minus plus 8 by 3. 3 will be cancelled. 6 minus 4 2 divided by 3 plus 8 11. So this is the value of tan alpha plus beta. So here next problem number 25. Problem number 25 is the last problem in this exercise. Here if theta plus pi is alpha is given, also given and tan theta equal to k into tan pi. Using this, we have to prove that sin theta minus alpha equal to k minus 1, k plus 1 sin alpha. So here we have given theta plus pi equal to alpha and tan theta equal to k into tan pi. So using this given information, so we have to prove sin of theta minus alpha equal to k minus 1 by k plus 1 sin alpha. By seeing as soon as I see this k minus 1 by k plus 1, immediately I can remember that the property componendo and dividendo property, which is satisfied the ratio a by b and c by d in the form of these ratios. We can use the componendo and dividendo property. That property says numerator plus denominator by numerator minus denominator, we can write this will be satisfied in this ratio by using componendo and dividendo property. So here using this property I am going to get this proof. Okay. So for applying this property, first let me take this given information. So this can be written as tan theta equal to k into tan pi. So I am going to bring this because I need the form of a ratio this like this. So I have to bring tan pi this side. It will be tan theta by tan pi equal to k is remaining. We know that always in the denominator one is hiding. So now look at this form. This format is like the ratios like that. If you have this kind of ratios, we can use the property componendo and the dividendo. The property says numerator plus denominator by numerator minus denominator. So using that property, here I can write tan theta plus the denominator is tan pi. Then numerator minus denominator. What is denominator? Minus tan pi equal to the right hand side numerator plus denominator is 1 divided by numerator minus denominator 1. So if you use this, now you can understand why we are using the componendo and dividendo format property, because we have to get this k minus 1 and by k plus 1. Okay, anyway, we will see how to change k minus 1 in the numerator, k plus 1 in the denominator. We will see in the further problem. Okay, now after that, look at that left hand side. Actually answer we supposed to bring our sign, the ratio sign, but yes, it is given in the tan format. So I have to change tan into sin and cos. We have possibilities to change sin and tan into sin. We have a possibility sin by cos. So here in the left hand side, I just changing this tan instead of tan theta, sin theta by cos theta plus tan pi sin pi by cos pi divided by same like the denominator sin theta by cos theta minus sin pi by cos pi equal to, don't change anything in this numerator, just keep it as it is. Next I am going to take a common LCM in the numerator. We know that cos theta into cos pi. So will you take LCM in the numerator? We have to cross multiply the denominators. So if you cross multiply sin theta into cos pi, if you cross multiply this side, so it will be plus cos theta into sin pi whole divided by, here again LCM cos theta cos pi, just cross multiply this and this, it is sin theta cos pi minus cos theta sin phi equal to k plus 1 by k minus 1. So here we can have a cancellation in the denominators. Then if you see this numerators, immediately you can remember the formula. This is the form of sin A cos B plus cos A sin B. I mean sin x cos y plus cos x sin y. What is the formula for that? Sin of A plus B, x plus y formula, the numerator, cos x sin y plus sin x, sorry, cos x sin y. It is refers to sin of x plus y formula. Same way that in the denominator, sin x cos y minus cos x sin y. It is a reflect cos sin of x minus y formula. So instead of this, I have to write the short form in the numerator, sin of theta plus phi by sin of theta minus pi equal to k plus 1 by k minus 1. Here since we have to use another information which is given in the question. Theta plus pi can be written as alpha. So in the numerator, theta plus pi can be written as alpha. So sin alpha by sin theta minus pi equal to k plus k minus 1. See here, look at this proof. We have done the proof, but we have the left hand side sin of alpha theta minus alpha, here k minus 1 by k plus 1 into sin theta. Almost all the terms are there, but we have to rearrange that according to our proof. How can we rearrange? I have to bring this left hand side to right hand side, this left hand side, this denominator to other side. It will happen when you bring this in this side, it will be reciprocal. So it will be k plus 1, it will be reciprocal k minus 1, k plus 1 into sin alpha equal to, if you bring this side, it's multiply sin of theta minus pi, which is required proof. Hence proved. So by this we can complete our exercise 3.4. So almost all the 25 problems we have done it. In this next we are going to see the important formulas, identities, very important for your future studies, as well as the 11th standard trigonometry, and further chapter also we are going to use some important identities which is going to learn now. After completing this, we can go for the exercise 3.5. Before we go for the problem, we must learn some identities. Different identities we have. First topic, multiple angle identities. Multiple angle identities. We have some multiple angles identities. I'm going to give all the identities. You just note it down and memorize all the identities. It is very important and very essential for your life. Sin 2a, multiple angle. This is called a multiple angle. 2a, the very important identity, very important basic. Sin 2a can be written as 2 sin a cos a times sin 2a can be written as 2 sin a cos a. Here not only a, sometimes it will be theta or alpha, beta, gamma, anything will come here instead of a, the variable or parametric functions. Here we have to check the 2 into some arguments. 2 into, in the arguments we can have a, b or x, y, a, theta, whatever it may be. 2 into multiple angle. This is called a multiple angle. 2 into sin a cos b can be expressed instead of sin 2a. And then we have some more formula for sin 2a. also can be written as in the form of tan 2 tan A by 1 plus tan square A, 2 tan A 1 plus tan square A. Next cos 2A. Cos 2A can be written as cos square A minus sin square A. So we have some more identities for cos 2A. Cos 2A also can be expressed as 2 cos square A minus 1, and also cos 2A can be expressed 1 minus 2 sin square A. In the form of tan, cos 2A can be written as 1 minus tan square A by 1 plus tan square A. Next, tan 2A. Tan 2A, 2 tan A by 1 minus tan square A. 1 minus tan square A. Next, some more multiple angles we have. Also we have, this is sin 2A. Next sin 3A. Multiples of 3 can be written as 3 sin A minus 4 sin cube A. This is identity for sin 3A. Next, cos 3A can be written as 4 cos cube A minus cos A, sorry, 3 cos A, 3 cos A. Next, tan 3A equal to 3 tan A minus tan cube A by 1 minus 3 tan square A. So these are the multiple angle identities. Here, these are the very important identities. You have to memorize all the identities because we are going to use all the identities in various problems. So it's all very important identities. Next, we can go for the half angle identity. Half angle identity. Just I'm going to rub this identities for writing half angle identities. Just copy all this identities in your note and memorize. Otherwise, you can't be able to solve the problem in this remaining exercises. So it's all very important identities. Next, half angle identities. Half angle identities. We have some identities which is for sin and cos and tan. For sin, theta can be written as 2 sin theta by 2 cos theta by 2. For cos we have 3. In the terms of tan, we have 2 tan theta by 2 divided by 1 plus tan square theta by 2. This is for sin theta when you are using in the form of tan ratio. Next, cos, we have further exercise, so further formulas. Cos theta can be written as cos square theta by 2 minus sin square theta by 2. Again cos theta can be written as 2 cos square theta by 2 minus 1. Again cos theta can be written as 1 minus 2 sin square theta by 2. In form of tan, cos theta can be written as 1 minus tan square theta by 2 divided by 1 plus tan square theta by 2. Next, the tangent ratio, tan theta can be written as 2 tan theta by 2 by 1 minus tan square theta by 2. Another formula is, okay, this is enough, this exercise. So these are the very important formulas which is used for this further exercises. See here, sin 2 theta, in the previous identities I have given sin 2 theta can be written as 2 sin theta cos theta. Here sin theta, here 2 is missing. So if you bring this 2 this side, in the place of angle, the 2 will be divided by the right hand side angle. So that is half angle. So this is all very important exercise for half angle identities. So note it down and memorize. We will go for the exercise 3.5, the problem number 1. So exercise 3.1, problem number 1. Find the value of cos 2a, which is lies a lies in the first quadrant, so all are positive, so no problem in the sign. So which is given first subdivision, cos a equal to 15 by 17, cos a equal to 15 by 17. So here in the first subdivision we have to find out cos 2a. Cos 2a we have to find out, but we have given cos a equal to 15 by 17. So here I am going to use the formula which is studied just before, cos 2a. We have several formulas. We have 4 formulas: cos square a minus sin square a, second one 2 cos square a minus 1, third one 1 minus sin square a. But here we have given cos a value is given. So cos a value is given, which is useful to find out the cos 2a. The formula is 2 cos square a. So I am going to use this identity for finding cos 2a here, because we have given cos a. So we can apply cos a value here. So easy, automatically we can get the value. So I am going to use this identity. So we have to think which identity supposed to use in the problem. Okay, now 2 into cos square a. Cos a is 15 by 17. It is square. So squaring 2 into 225. 17 into 17, 9 remaining 4, 11, 289 minus 1. Multiply 2 inside the bracket is 450 by the whole denominator is 289 minus cross multiply for LCM 289 equal to 450 289 1 6 1 161 by 289 is the answer for the first subdivision. First question, first subdivision. Second subdivision is sin A equal to 4 by 5. Here sin A is given. So using this, how can we find out cos 2A? So what is the identity we have to apply this value? We have identity 1 minus 2 sin square A identity. If you use this identity, we can apply this value and we can get the value for given the question. So 1 minus 2 into 4 by 5 whole square. 1 minus 2 into 16 by 25. Now 1 minus multiply 32 by 25, just cross multiply, common denominator. Okay, 25 into 1, 25 minus 32, which is minus 7 by 25. This for sin, cos 2A value when you are given sin A value. Next, third subdivision, tan A equal to 16 by 63. 16 by 63. So here for cos 2A we can use the identity. Here we have given tan A value. So what is the identities we have? 1 minus tan square A by 1 plus tan square A, the identity we can use. So 1 minus 16 by 63 whole square by 1 plus 16 by 63 whole square. So this can be written as 1 minus 16 256 by 63 into 63, 9 189, remaining 1, 3969 divided by 1 plus 256 by 3969. If you take LCM, if you cross multiply this, 3969 minus 256 whole divided by the denominator will be cancelled. So no need to write the denominator in the numerator and denominator in the denominator. We can directly cancel and write the numerator and denominator alone. This 3969 plus 256. So if I subtract 256 here, it is 3 1 7 3. This 3713 by, if I add this 3969 256, 5 15 remaining 5 11 12 remaining 1 10 12 remaining 1 4 2 2 5 is the answer. Next problem number 2, subdivision 1. If theta is acute angle, then find sin pi by 4 minus theta by 2 when sin theta given as 1 by 25. Here look at this, sin of pi by 4 minus theta by 2 we have to find out. So here I am going to find out pi by 4 minus theta by 2. Here we can have a sin of x minus y formula. X minus y formula. Here I am going to use the formula, express the formula. Sin x cos y minus cos x sin y. So after expressing, we know the value of sin pi by 4 1 by root 2 cos theta by 2 minus cos pi by 4 also 1 by root 2 sin theta by 2. So here 1 by root 2 can we take commonly outside, cos theta by 2 minus sin theta by 2. Look at that. We have given only sin theta value, but here we have cos theta by 2 and sin theta by 2. So this in turns this, I am going to change, I am going to have a value of sin theta here, then only we can apply this value. So I have changed this term into sin theta. So here we have a possibilities squaring on both sides. If I squaring both sides, left hand side is sin square of pi by 4 minus theta by 2 equal to, if I square this, it will be 1 by 2. The bracket can be written as cos theta by 2 sin theta by 2 whole square. This is form of a minus b whole square. It is a square plus b square minus 2ab. We know very well. Here I am going to express this formula here in left hand side, 1 by 2 a square cos square theta by 2 b square sin square theta by 2 minus 2ab, 2 into sin theta by 2 cos theta by 2. So after expressing the formula a minus b whole square, we are getting these steps. Here 1 by 2 cos square theta plus sin square theta can be written as 1. We know very well. Cos square theta plus sin square theta can be written as 1. So 1, these two terms I am writing 1 minus 2. Here look at this. We have half angle formula. Sin theta can be written as 2 sin theta by 2 cos theta by 2. This we know already very well. So using this identity, I am going to express this minus 2 instead of 2 sin theta by 2 cos theta by 2, I can write sin theta, which is value given. So that's why we are using squaring on both sides and then express a minus b whole square formula. Then we are getting this step. After this step, we are getting this 1. This can be written as sin theta by using half angle formula for sin theta. So now look at that. 1 by 2, 1 minus sin theta value 1 by 25. So 1 by 25. So if I cross multiply this, 1 by 2, 25 minus 1, 24 by 25. So if I cancel this, 12. So in right hand side I am getting 12 by 25. Left hand side I am getting sin square pi by 4 minus theta by 2. Actually I have to find out the value of sin pi by 4 minus theta by 4. Here we have a sin square, so I have to bring this power to this side. Automatically it will be square root. So when you take power both sides, it will be plus or minus root 12 by 25 plus or minus 2 root 3. Root 12 can be written as 2 root 3, 25 will be 5. So this is the answer for sin of pi by 4 minus theta by 2. By this we are completing today's class. We will see the remaining problems in the next class. Thank you.